Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back again to Famous Unknown. Sad news, sad news, sad news. Okay? Sad news. An international student from Ghana who has been in Canada for only 4 months. Then he got to Canada somewhere in September. Okay? And he was living with his sister and the sister's husband, which is his brother-in-law. They were living together. According to the sister, the guy is very calm guy. He doesn't talk much, okay? And he's not a troublesome person. And this person ended up getting a job at DSI Underground in Saskatchewan. And I think they were living in the city of Saskatoon. So Saskatoon is pretty much the capital city for Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan is a province, okay? So this guy got to work, had an altercation with a colleague at work, and then something happened. You know what? I'll leave the sister to tell the story.
They told us there was an altercation, and then they stabbed him 17 times within a pace of 30 seconds. Alfred's name never crossed my mind when I saw the police here. At a point, I thought it was maybe a wrong address that the police came to, because I know he's very calm. Alfred is not troublesome. It was a new job he told me he had found, and he started just last Wednesday. And he left home around 2:40, picked an Uber and went to work. And around 1:20 a.m., I heard the police knocking at my door. I allowed them in, and then they had to break the news to me that unfortunately he's no more. I couldn't believe it until they brought me his bags. In fact, I packed his lunch, everything, when he was leaving. And a document we took to HDI, I packed everything in. So it clearly told me that he was the one.
As you heard, according to the sister, so this guy got a job at this place, a new job that he was happy about, okay? And this guy, even the sister herself packed the lunch for the brother to go to work. And the sad news that she heard was a phone call, or cops even knocking on her door around 1:20 a.m. She couldn't believe it at first. But then with his belongings, the bags and the documents, it clearly justified that's the guy.
That was all the information we got. As to what happened, Alfred never came home and told me he had an issue with a co-worker. Nothing. And he tells me everything. In fact, almost every day, as soon as he enters, sister, then I said, you are always bringing news. Yeah. To the extent we are at that level, I'm sorry to let my husband know. Alfred knows the password to my phone, even my bank accounts. I know his too. But my husband doesn't know. So we're at that level.
I've been here for my 8th year. We've never experienced such, we've never come across such issue before. And this is our first, and in fact, that's why it's so difficult for us to comprehend why this has to happen. And we keep telling our folks, so our community, that this is new to us in the Saskatchewan. We used to know, and therefore we should, though we are very frustrated and angry, we should believe that there is something in Saskatoon and the system here that will work and bring justice to our brother. So it's lovely to think of him as one of the calmest guys you can ever see. He's a person who doesn't talk that much, so it's interesting what you even discuss with him, because he's always, forward looking. And I know him to be somebody who was always trying to make ends meet and better the life of his other siblings at home.
Right? So it's sad news, He had an altercation with a co-worker, and then apparently the guy stabbed him like 17 times within 30-second span. Okay, that was a quick stabbing. So every 2 seconds, he stabbed this guy like once. So nobody know what went on. I don't know what actually happened or what transpired. Did they have a problem before? And she didn't state that it was his first time going to the job. I think he has been to the job before, but nobody knows. Either they had an issue, but both of them were having issues. So imagine you telling your sister or your family member telling you, oh, I'm going to work and I'll finish around this time and come home. And the news that you hear is that person is no more. How are you going to feel? This is sad. Somebody who is coming to Canada to further his education. Things like this has happening to him. And it's been happening. It's been happening in Canada a lot. Okay? I quite remember somebody got shot in Driftwood. Jane and Finch, that area. Okay? And that's in Ontario, which is the capital is Toronto. Okay? And something like that happened. And another thing also happened again. Another guy also got shot. So I don't know what's happening. And all these guys are all newcomers to Canada. So you're newcomers, or you guys traveling abroad for a better life, please just be careful. You can't just be anywhere at any time. Okay, you can be at the wrong place at the wrong time. But then you just have to be careful. Don't trust people too much. Don't trust people too much. These people, they're all crazy. They're crazy. They're miserable. They can just end your life like that. And it happens a lot. Okay, I know what I'm talking about. It happens a lot. So if your family member is traveling abroad, going to USA, Canada, UK, all these advanced countries, just sit them down, let them know that they should be mindful of themselves. They shouldn't get involved with a lot of friends. Okay, they should go about their business, minding their business. Shouldn't go anywhere just like that. Okay, this is one. Imagine this one going to work. He's going to work just to get money, and somebody have stabbed the guy to death. And I think he's only 23 or so, and the guy that stabbed him is like 53. 53, old man, ended his life just like that. It's sad. It's sad. So I'm just here to advise you guys, just be careful, especially the newcomers. Things are hard. I know things are hard in Ghana, so it is for everywhere. Things are hard everywhere. So when you go into a different country, you just have to be careful of the kind of things, or where you go, or where you will be. All right. Anyway, my sincere condolences goes out to the family, the whole entire family, and I hope this guy will be put to rest. And it's sad to hear this. So that's all that I can say. All right. Until we meet again, I'm your host, Shaolin the Kasa Harris. I'm out.